Hello, welcome to the webinar regarding how to claim research and development tax credits. This is going to be 6 minutes and we'll get straight to the point on all the matters. Anything you need to know about myself, you'll find it there or on our website barryaccountants.ie, which is here. Okay, right, the 40 minutes has been slashed to 6 minutes, so you can ignore that, but I'm going to run through these key items. What is it, who qualifies, what you have to keep track of, what type of money you're spending will help you out in getting tax back, and an example. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email the questions by logging onto that website, and I'm kevin@kevinbarry.ie. Okay, items that you need to think about is, with the items we're going to show you how you can apply the knowledge. If it works for you, will it make you wealthier? And it will. What do you need us for if you do it all? Okay, the main thing is you must be an Irish company doing business in Ireland, living in Ireland. That's the main items. Okay, so assuming you meet that criteria, what is the tax break anyway? What we find is that 25 out of 26 companies qualify for this, because if they're trying to be successful, they're researching new ways of making their products better or making the process better, and unless they keep growing, they'll start to fail. But effectively, if you keep track of what you're spending on researching new products, researching new ideas and developing new ideas, okay, you'll get a lump sum back. Now, what is that? It's a matter of keeping track of the building you've built, or the people you're employing to develop these new products, or the experiments you're conducting. You add up everything you spend on those, and 25%, that figure there, of that money is given back to you as a check. Now, you get it back as a check if you're not making any profits, and if you are making profits, it's knocked off against your corporation tax bill. So if you owe corporation tax, it'll cover that, and if you don't owe corporation tax, you get back a check. Obviously, if any of the expenditure is granted, that won't help you out. Now, when you get back the check, you don't get it back straight away, but you get like 3 checks in lump sums over 33 months. But that's not a bother. Just be clear about this though, what is research? Okay, it has to be something that's not already done, it has to be something new. There's no point in looking for how to invent the wheel because it's already invented. But if you're looking for the cure for cancer, which hasn't been found, well, that is obviously research. Okay. Experimental development is where someone else has done the research and you're checking out will it work for you. Now, every business qualifies except banks and stockbrokers and that. And if you click on this link, Barry Accountant Services and the R&D tax claim, you can give us details of what you do, and we'll give you a pretty quick opinion as to how you're fixed in relation to claiming this. But you need to be thinking in advance for the coming year, or right now for the past year. Don't be trying to go back 5 or 6 years. It can be too late for that. The reason is the tax returns are already filed. But these are areas I want you to think about. It's what you've spent on buildings, equipment, wages, ESB, security. There's plenty in there. If you've had to pay someone else for the use of their technology, or if you've hired someone to do some research for you. Okay, you can get a lump of that back. Can't include loan interest. If you've received grants for something, obviously it hasn't cost you that money, so that doesn't come into it. And if you were conducting research or development before 2003, whatever that figure is, say it was €10,000 you spent that year, well then the first €10,000 of this year we don't get a tax refund for. But we'll presume you weren't doing the research before then. Market research is out. So last few points I want you to remember is, if it's a tricky thing, we can ask for an opinion in advance, straight to the bottom here. The research doesn't have to be successful, you just have to be researching, so if it doesn't work out, well that's fine. You try the experiments, they all fail, so you give up on it. If you shut down your whole research and development system, in other words, you just give up on it, well then they may look to get back the money they've given us. Okay. These are the type of documents to keep. Who the project manager was, so that might be you as the business owner. Who did you use to conduct the research or experiments. It's a big file we're looking for here. And what is the plan? So you want to have a plan at the start of what you're going to do and why you're doing it. Typical items to keep again is copies of invoices or payments that you paid out in relation to this stuff. Any problems you encountered. Keep a diary of the experiments, how they worked out, what the next move was. The conclusion, whether it worked or whether you're going to have to try, let's say it was foodstuffs, in a higher temperature or lower temperature or a longer period. And if it's something really technical, we would highly advise getting an outside consultant's opinion that what you're doing is real research that hasn't already been done and why it's important. This is an example of a computer company, for instance. You see the details there, they were just barely staying open. But what we identified was that they were doing lots of development and research work anyway. They just weren't documenting it. We changed all that. And lo and behold, by the time we finished with them, they got back 75,000, of which 8,000 was paid to us for our work. It gives you an idea of what was going on anyway. And these growth experimental techie companies can often get this. Same with aeronautics, medical devices, agriculture, never ends. So this is what you need to do now. Okay, look at yourself, look at your business, and contact us, and we'll give you a free proposal if you like. Anyway, get going. Bye for now.